Hi, welcome to Tea with Shari, where we bring you simple solutions for healthier living. We are broadcasting live from the Holistic Holiday at Sea cruise. I will be visiting with Jami Lin. She is the internationally renowned Feng Shui author and expert with over 15 years experience in the field of Feng Shui. She has authored over 6 very popular books. Her books have become Books of the Month Club selections and translated into many different languages. She is a professional interior designer with an architectural background. One of her favorite quotes that I love is "Just say no to ugly feng shui." Hi, Jami. Welcome aboard.
Hey, Shari. Are we not having the time of our lives?
It's gorgeous out here.
It's gorgeous. Sea, sun, you can't ask for any more.
Oh, it's so exciting to see you in real person.
Oh, you're so sweet. I have a really good idea. Why don't we take you around, look at some of the very interesting feng shui around the ship, and by doing that, I'll be able to also tell you how you can recognize the same not so good feng shui around your home and what you can do to remedy it, okay? So why don't we take a peek and let's go.
Great.
All right, come on.
Sherry, one of the things that is really important is for people to pay attention to things that keep repeating themselves in their environment. Lighting on the ship keeps on getting weirder and weirder. I cannot tell a lie. Pay attention to symbols. Look at this light fixture. First of all, it's pretty bizarre, but what else does it look like to you?
Looks like a spaceship.
Exactly. So when you look at the light fixtures and accessories around your environment, quick, easy tip. Think about, especially before you buy anything new, think about what it else might look like. And if you're kind of an outer worldly girl, maybe it'd be okay to have light fixtures that look like a spaceship, but it certainly doesn't keep you very grounded. We're standing in the dining room right now, one of the supplementary dining areas, and I'm just showing you that this light fixture, and if you'll notice, and look at all those daggers that are coming down, pointing right on top of your head, you'll notice in your house that there's reoccurring themes. Here's another recurring theme. See all these arrows? These arrows are pointing down. These arrows are called secret arrows, and these create instability. I've seen furniture with this, and there's going to be a few examples of some not so stable furniture that I'm going to show you in a few minutes. This is one of the worst features on the ship. There's no stability on this stairway. And if you'll notice, the stairway is glass. And I have my lovely model here, Shari, who's walking up the steps. You can't look down, because we're talking about an atrium that's 9 or 10 stories high. So as you walk up the steps, and I'm going to join Shari, you're actually walking through these glass steps, and you are looking down. The issue about this, there's no stability. All the way up, there's no foundation. It's pretty scary. Okay, here I am looking down in the atrium. This is how deep the stairway is, and here's the elevators going down. You can see that, and I'm just going to pan up. You see the horizontal layers of all the different floors, and look at this stairway. See the silver member that is kind of like a truss that's supporting the stairs. So when you stand there and you walk up those glass steps, is as if you're almost suspended over this structure. Here I am at the top of this very, very precarious stairway. And typically we don't have stairways that are made of glass in our own homes, so that's really not an issue. But what is the point? The point is stability, grounding, and foundation. How do we apply that to our own environment? Well, that's not so hard. Your head is so important, and you need a headboard in your bedroom to make sure that your head is stable and you can get a really good night's sleep. Sometimes in architecture, there's a cantilever on the architecture where your bedroom might be hanging over a street or overhanging water. That's not good either. Try to select your homes where you don't have that situation. Foundation, stability, and grounding. Just like being in the arms of Mother Earth, you can always have a foundation with everything you do in Feng Shui. And here's Shari sitting at the bar waiting for her cocktail, and what I've noticed is it's really important and good design to pay attention to the way your furniture is designed. Don't do anything about trying too hard to make something creative or design-wise. There's so many beautiful aesthetic options without being silly and overscale and overproportion. Hope you get your drink soon, Shari. Here's these kind of weird chairs from the back. We're looking at the lobby again. And look at those spikes. Look at those light fixtures coming down. I guess those, what, are 14 feet tall, those light fixtures? You know, it almost reminds me of a Hollywood movie. Indiana Jones. How can he get away from this adversity? Just in case you didn't really understand that really weird stairway, I am standing below it, about 4 stories down. Look at the glass of the treads and the risers and how it hangs over there. No foundation whatsoever. While I'm standing in this area, I'm right underneath a humongous skylight. Now, skylights aren't very good feng shui, and I'll tell you why. What happens is qi, or energy, needs to circulate throughout the entire environment, and when it does, it nurtures and loves every part of your home the same way oxygen and blood circulates throughout your body. Well, if in fact you have a skylight, what happens is qi goes, ooh, I want to go outside now. And what happens is qi blows right up and doesn't have a chance to flow throughout the entire area. The same thing is true is when you have a fireplace in the middle of your house, you have what I call a qi hole, for lack of better definition. And what happens is all the qi gets trapped, or qi, or energy, gets trapped right in the center of your house. It goes right into the fireplace and shoots up. Now, it's pretty cool if Santa Claus is coming down, but that's only once a year. So we want to make sure all the time that qi, or energy, is circulating through your entire house without it escaping. What's the solution for both of them? First of all, if you have a skylight, you can have window treatment to cover it up so qi is forced to circulate with it. If you like your skylight, but keep in mind what happens is all the light that comes in might fade your furniture, and that's not very good design. But if in fact you love the light, which I don't blame you, I love natural light, what you can do is take a little crystal ball and just on the 4 corners suspend the little crystal ball there to keep the energy down. In the fireplace scenario, when you're not using the fireplace, you can fill the fireplace with beautiful candles and illuminate them on romantic evenings. Put a bouquet of silk flowers there. Always make sure to dust your silk flowers because you don't want to get them dusty. Silk is okay. Live is always better. But, you know, if you keep your silk flowers dusted, you'll be fine. The purpose of both of these solutions is to make sure that qi, or energy, doesn't blow through the top. You keep it grounded so it circulates, again, like blood or oxygen circulates through your body, nurturing it and loving it. We're now at the bottom of this atrium, and I just want to pan up. Look at all the detail of all those arrows coming down, and all the energy is going right up through the top of that skylight. And I just want you to know I'm pretty sensitive to smoke. And what happens is a lot of smokers on this ship, and if you don't understand what qi flow is and what I explained with how when you have a fireplace all the energy goes up and gets lost, well, all of that smoke at whatever level you're at, you can smell it when there's a lot of people in this area. These light fixtures are like huge daggers. Look at that. And they're right over the bar. In fact, I just had a client with a very, very similar situation in their home. They just moved in, and obviously the scale of the light fixture was a lot less, but the intensity was the same. They had a light fixture coming right down on their head when they came into the elevator vestibule. Again, look, this is a beautiful detail. See that pretty stairway detail? But again, they're repeating that same downward arrows. There's another one of those big light spikes coming down. Remember, uplift as much as you can. I really like the way they use color to define the area of Club Atlantica, the little bar which we were just talking into, because what happens is when you add a little bit of all colors, you make it interesting, it helps to define space, And on a later show, we'll talk about how you use the 5-element theory and the representations of them and how you can use color. There is something else that I'm not too happy with, and let me just show you some of the details in here. Artwork, always be careful that your artwork is representative of what it is that you want to accomplish. I don't know, these ladies look like they're hanging around waiting for their men folk. But take a look also at some of the architectural detail, and we got too many shapes going on. We've got these round shapes, and right above it we've got these diagonal shapes, and energy it gets confused, and there's no simplicity. So if there's anything that I really would like to tell you, and you see the diagonal there, and you come through the circles, and now you come through the squares again. What the lesson is right now is try to keep your design simple. And by keeping your design simple, when you add accessories that you really love, you will, the accessories will be a lot more important and can influence and benefit your life so much more. You know, but where there's not so fun art, there's also good art. Please look how wonderful and expansive this piece of art is. When you do artwork like this, what happens is it expands the space, makes you feel good, thinks about you living on a tropical island, visiting a tropical island, exploring the universe and exploring all the wonders that life has to offer. Wow, this is nice art. Look at the palm trees. Your artwork should be a reflection of you, something beautiful, something that you enjoy. Now we're in the elevator. Please remember to pay attention to your artwork and accessories. I can't figure out why these dancing people have points on their heads.